If you have a loved one who is facing the devastating cost of nursing home care, please call me, Patrick Simasko. As an elder law attorney, I can provide you with proper planning to ensure that your loved one is cared for while protecting their life savings.
I'm Michelle Simasko. Before Patrick and I were married, he was my father's attorney. 11 years ago, my father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. Patrick stood beside us in the courtroom, the hospital, and the nursing home.
Call Simasko Law Offices today. We'll stand by you too. Elder law, lawyers gravitate towards different areas of practice, I guess to specialize in things so they don't have to worry about knowing a little bit of everything. They can concentrate in one specific area. Elder law attorneys do work for senior citizens basically, but primarily the elder law attorney, if you use that phrase, the most common is wills and trust, probate, avoiding probate. Medicaid planning and veteran benefits planning is a subsection of elder law, which really you have to focus more on to really know the ins and outs and the laws, because the laws are changing so much on it. So elder law attorneys, if you use that phrase, may not be the right lawyer for you if you have problems that pop up with your parents or your spouses. You need that subset or that subspecialty of Medicaid elder law attorney or veteran benefits elder law attorney. I started out in law school wanting to take classes on wills and trusts. I always liked dealing with senior citizens. And then actually my father was an attorney, and so when I got out of law school, me and my brother went into practice with him, and we would be a general practice firm, and I would gravitate towards wills and trusts, and I started to learn that stuff, and then doing probate. And then sadly my father had a massive stroke just a couple years out of law school, which is about 17, 18 years ago now, and that threw me into dealing with issues of parents and family members and clients that have serious illnesses. And then a few years later, my father-in-law was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at a very young age, and all of the issues that popped up that we had to deal with for him made me decide I wanted to get into that area 100%. I guess the first thing I realized is that I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know about Medicaid. I didn't know about what are the services available for family members, where to go look. And wherever we would start talking to someone, and even as a lawyer, I would start talking to other lawyers, I would start doing research, and I couldn't find anything. And the different areas that I did find, I started to realize there was so much misinformation out there. People turn and they talk to their friends and their girlfriends and their cousins and their aunts and uncles, and they tell them what to do and what the rules are, and they're most commonly wrong. So I realized that there had to be someone out there that can put it all together, that can put all the pieces together, so you can get the right answers in the time that you need. One of the biggest things that I find out is they don't have the paperwork in order. Your mom and dad, you retire, your parents are retired, you just retire, you're getting up there in age. You have to make sure that you have the paperwork in order. People have wills, and wills are not enough. You need a medical power of attorney or a designation of patient advocate. You need a financial power of attorney. And simply what those are tools that I need to help you, to help the family. They're tools that your children need to help you do planning if you don't plan appropriately ahead of time. They need those documents to go to the bank and then talk to the doctor. And even if you have power of attorneys, since these issues that pop up with Medicaid planning and nursing home planning and protecting your assets, you need to have language within those power of attorneys that will give us the authority to act on your behalf, or more specifically, give your children the authority to act on your behalf to do what needs to be done. And a lot of times when I see the paperwork that families bring in, they're lacking in that area. It's great that they have them, but sometimes the language is lacking. Mom is starting to get confused. Dad has Parkinson's disease, and we don't want to take him into a nursing. We don't want to place Mom and Dad into a facility. So what's the care plan? Now, when I talk to parents and I ask them, what's your care plan? What's your plan if something happens and you get sick in the future? And their plan is, well, I'm never going into the nursing home. I go, well, great. That's a great idea. That's a great goal. But what's your plan to ensure that you don't have to? Do you have your finances in order? Do you have like I said, the paperwork in order? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you eating right? Are you exercising? Are you using your brain to stimulate your brain? The Alzheimer's Association has a big campaign now. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So you want to make sure that you can stimulate your stuff as you get older. Now, the next scenario is, well, the plan fell apart and Mom had a stroke, or Mom has dementia, or Dad fell and broke his hip, like my father fell and broke his hip. What's the plan now? They can't take care of themselves at home because Mom might burn the house down, or sadly she's going to walk out of the house and get lost out in the community. You hear that all the time. So what's the care plan that the family has in place? And usually they don't, or they struggle with a care plan because they don't know what services are available out there, and they really don't know what's out there to help pay for those services to keep Mom and Dad home longer. That's very important, to have that care plan laid out as early as possible. From retirement to placement into a nursing home, there's always time to do planning. And the earlier we have, the better the plan that we can implement. We have crisis plans in place. We know how to do it. In just about every scenario, we can lay out a plan. But the more time that we have, the better plan is going to be. A care plan, it entails everything really, and it's funny because people have friends and family advisors that they go talk to, and they talk to them in bits and pieces. If they talk to their tax person, he'll be the greatest tax person in the world, but he doesn't know about assisted livings. You go talk to your financial planner, best financial planner in the world, but he doesn't know about nursing home or Medicaid planning. Or they have their plans that they're going to implement with, it's kind of like blinders on. We're going to do this for you because this is what I do best. But if you don't know the whole picture, it can really screw things up, or it just doesn't help. So what the care plan is that we do, and it just because we've helped hundreds and hundreds of people over the years, is that we know what's out there to keep Mom and Dad at home. We know what services the Alzheimer's Association has for you. We know what services that are available to monitor Mom and Dad to make sure that they're not burning the house down or falling down the stairs, or may have to walk out the front door and get lost and don't know how to get back. We know the full continuum of care that's out there, from in-home services to respite care, which is basically giving mom a break. She stays home taking care of her husband, which he promised to do, but she's just getting tired. She's just breaking down, and that's so important that to give her that break. She needs it for her own health, and if she doesn't take it, you got two people that are sick. Independent living. Where can mom and dad go that gives them a sense of independence, but still provides them a secure environment that they're going to be safe? And then assisted living, adult foster homes, and then ultimately nursing homes. So each step of the way, there are things that we can do. There's things that the family members can do to help keep their mom and dad safe, protect their assets, right up into a nursing home. And right up at pass away, we want to make sure that, you know, there's no probate involved. So really, having the experience that we have in the team of lawyers and financial planners and insurance agents and care specialists, we can really answer all the questions. When it first came to light, and I was an elder law attorney for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years, my wife's grandpa got sick real bad, and he started to get dementia, and we had the family meeting. Every family has the family meeting, and we all know what that means. Dad's got dementia. Okay, guys, what are we going to do? Whose turn is it going to take care of Dad today? And I went to the family meeting, and I was embarrassed how little I knew about Medicaid planning. They were on the cusp of having to put him in a nursing home, and they asked me questions, and I had the book, and I had absolutely no clue. And I'm proud of the fact that I really learned Medicaid planning, and I can help. Now, if we had that same meeting today, it would have been a lot different. Thank God we didn't have to put Grandpa in the nursing home, and the family really rallied around that. How do you find out about Medicaid planning? Or how do you find out about the rules of Medicaid? Well, there's all sorts of websites. The state of Michigan has a website. I guess the easiest analogy is, how do you find out about doing your tax return? And the IRS has books from here to the end of the block on all the IRS rules. Just like Medicaid rules, just like any other area of law, it's complex, and until you really jump in and start to dissect the rules, they're very, very hard to understand. But you can read the rule. Everybody can read the rule. But it's how to plan. What do you need to do? So you can go to the IRS book and learn how to do a tax return, or you can go to that nice little lady at the end of the block that's done 500 tax returns, and which one you think is going to be a better result. And that's kind of what I like to think, that we've done hundreds of Medicaid plans. We filed hundreds of Medicaid applications. As complicated or more complicated are the veteran benefits that people are entitled to. Department of Veteran Affairs has a special benefits for wartime veterans and their surviving spouses. It's really a brand new area because, in my opinion, the Department of Veteran Affairs does a horrible job getting that information out there to the people. So knowing how to get the benefits, first knowing what benefits there are, knowing what the rules are, whether it's VA or Medicaid, knowing what you need to do to obtain those benefits is crucial. And what that does is gives us an opportunity to plan to keep mom and dad home longer. Do what they want. I'm never going in. Great, this is the plan we're going to implement. We're not going to a nursing home. Great, this is the plan that we're going to implement if you need help with pill reminders or medication management. I'm never going in. Great, this is the plan. We're going to go talk to an adult foster home for you. Sadly, nursing homes are full of people that are never going to the nursing home. And if that happens, this is the plan that we're going to implement. So when you go home tonight and you talk to your family and you talk to your tax person and you talk to your financial person and you talk to any one of your advisors, I want you to look at them and say, what's the plan that you have in place? What's the care plan specifically for me today? And as soon as they don't give you an answer, give me a call, because I can do it for you every step of the way. And what we do, to be fair to us and to be fair to you, is that we have you come in, and every consultation is about an hour, and we don't charge anything for the first consultation. We hear the whole story, we have all the facts, and we'll lay out the plan for you. And we know how to go from plan A to plan B to plan C to plan D. We can flow with it, because we know that things change. People get older, things pop up that were unexpected, and we know how to go from one to the next. When people come in to see me at the office, they're really here for one thing: what do we do to protect my assets? The kids go to their parents, "Mom, we don't want your money. Go spend it." And Mom always says, "I can't spend it because I might need it." Well, it's kind of a dichotomy at that point. So they're there to have us help protect their assets, and we're fabulous at the job. But having dealt with so many issues that popped up, we're there to help answer all the questions, because we've seen it so many times, whether it's personally in my own family, my extended family, or with our clients. And our clients, we start with mom and dad maybe at retirement age, and we take mom and dad right up until when they pass away. And we pride ourselves in really taking the time to be part of the family as best that we can. And we do get attached, because, and it's funny because I call people mom and dad all the time, and I treat them as mom and dad. I started out because I forgot their names, and so I started calling mom and dad for easy, but I sit there going, you know what, I'd rather have 3,000 mom and dads. Well, primarily we're in the Metro Detroit area, but it's gotten to the point now where I actually fly around to different states and train lawyers and financial planners how to do Medicaid planning and veteran benefits planning. So we have a unique opportunity, and we have a unique team of lawyers and financial people to help in all over the United States, actually. We have a team of lawyers that we work with in Oakland County, St. Clair County, Wayne County, Grand Rapids, and it's just an outstanding team that we put together. But I really think that we are uniquely qualified to handle these issues just because of the experience that we've had. And I really am passionate in this area, and really have dedicated myself to help families. And we have hundreds of clients that will be happy to give you referrals on us. And we primarily, our whole client base is based on referrals, and we are so proud of that. First, the feedback you get is, wow, I can't believe that you can do that. Wow, I can't believe it's going to work that way. Wow, I can't believe that I can save this much money. Wow, I can't believe, or I don't believe, wow, I can't believe that I'm going to be able to get this extra veteran benefits money. Isn't that great? Now we can keep dad at home longer. Isn't that great? We can keep dad in assisted living. So that's the first thing that I hear from the families. And yeah, people do sometimes go, wow, I have to pay an attorney to do that. Not always. You can do it on your own, but sometimes you get what you pay for. And a lot of times I see paperwork that families have brought in that they did on their own, and God bless them, it's all screwed up. And sometimes they go to other lawyers or family friends and copy their stuff. God bless them, but sometimes it's screwed up. So at some point in time, it's, you know, penny wise, dollar foolish. But that's why we like to have the initial consultation free. You come on in, I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to do for you, and we're not going to charge you a dime. And you can go home and think about it, and you can come in a bunch more times and ask the same questions. And when you're ready to go, we'll tell you exactly what we charge. And we always get the results that we promise. When I first started doing elder law, and I first started getting into Medicaid planning, and I actually first started doing TV commercials, it was my message to educate the families that it was available. Go to anyone that you want. Go to any attorney out there, go to any financial planner that you want that has experience in doing it, but at least know that it's available. Now, when I talk to my clients, and they understand and they understand what we're doing, and they see the results and see the benefits that they're entitled to, I tell them, now you're part of the solution. You have to go out and tell people. Don't go tell people about Pat. Go tell people that this is what's out there. This is what you can do. This is where mom can go. This is a nice place. This is a bad place. They need to hear that. They really do. It's a big family at that point. And you become a hero. I love the area that I law every day. Before I started getting into Medicaid planning, I was a general practice attorney concentrating in elder law, doing divorces and car accidents and criminal cases. I hated just about every day going to work. I hated fighting with people. I hated fighting with lawyers. I just did not enjoy practicing law. And when I started to help families and see what I can actually do for them, and you have mom come in and she is just devastated because her husband has to go to the nursing home, and you can just not only feel the pain that she has because she's promised her whole life to keep him home, and now she can't. But on top of that, when she thinks that she's going to lose her whole life savings, and she may have to be put out on the street, and you can just see the relief in her eyes when we can help her with placements, help her with places to go, and actually help save her life savings. And the families feel a lot more comfortable now, because not only is dad going to be protected, they have the ability to protect mom. So now it's just an absolute wonderful feeling, and I thrive on it every day.
I was very ignorant in the laws of Medicaid, Medicare. I had an attorney. He tried to do the best thing. He didn't know anything.
Hi, my name is Patrick Simasko, and I'm an elder law attorney. I've helped hundreds of families protect their entire life savings from the devastating costs of nursing home care.
Pat did all the work. He took away a lot of pressure that I was feeling all the time when I was dealing with these people.
If you know someone who is in a nursing home or may need nursing home care, please call my office today.